Hello, hello. I thought we'd have a little look at this Savage in a bit more closer detail. I might even give it a bit of a clean if I can be bothered. Well, it's not if I can be bothered. Well, maybe it is. I won't lie to you. So, we've got the spare air filter here, so I'll probably put that on in a minute. Now, let's just have a little look at it. Some people were saying then it's a Savage 21. It's not a bloody Savage 21. I don't know what's the matter with you lot. Some of you lot are completely nuts. Now, this is a Savage 25. It's got the SS25 or whatever it's called in it. Yeah, it's a 25. It's got upgraded suspension. Someone's put upgraded shocks on it. As we saw in the last video that I've done of it, I put some new oil in them, and then now they work bloody brilliant. I mean, they're great. They really are great, and it's pretty much where it needs to be, in my opinion. I mean, as I said, excuse me, people love to jack up monster trucks. I don't know why, because they look stupid and they don't perform very well. But most of all, they look stupid when they're jacked up. I don't know why people like to do it, but they do. This particular one has got reverse as well. We've got the reverse module there, the servo, and it goes into the gearbox with the reverse. I need to set that up, probably. We've got some algae in the bottom of the tank there. That will need to be, well, it's not mine, so I'll have to clean it out. If it was mine, I'd leave it, but I'm not that bothered about a bit of algae in the bottom of a tank. But it's not mine, so I'm going to have to clean it out. Yeah, it's got the upgraded disc brakes that you could get back in the day. I got that on my Savage 21. My SS, the Savage SS, hasn't got them. It's just got the normal standard brakes. I thought we were going to have a bit of leakage then, but we didn't. I was lucky. Anyway, it's now got, I need to find an aerial tube for it. I was looking around, I haven't got one. So, for now, it will just stay like that. And, you know, the person who owns this, when I give it back to them, they can decide if they want to put an aerial tube on it or not. I haven't got one that fits it. So, we'll have to see all about that. Let's put the air filter on it, shall we? But some of you wanted to see it up close. Some people said, well, you didn't have a look at it close enough. So I thought, let's just, I've got spare 10 minutes. Let's have a closer look at it. And that's exactly what we're doing. In fact, the engine itself ran really, really well. I was really happy with how the engine ran when it started up. It fired up bloody straight away. It was amazing. It was great. Really, it's a testament to, these older HPIs, these older Savages and that. They really, they were really good cars, and they still are. They do make them new. They still do make a Savage brand new. You can go and buy a brand new Savage, but they've changed the design ever so slightly. I've never ever had a brand new Savage, so I can't comment on if they're as good as these older ones. But 20 years old, slightly more than 20 years old now, and these are still, bloody good cars. You know what, I've just cut the grass outside in the garden, and I can tell you, man, there's nothing like the smell of freshly cut grass. It's one of the best smells, I think, that you can get, freshly cut grass. It's fantastic. All you lot that put AstroTurf in your gardens, you're all nuts, honestly. You really are. Replacing a plant, a living plant, for plastic that doesn't even smell like the nice smell of grass. And you don't even get to cut it, do you? You don't even get to have the pleasure of cutting it every couple of days. I love it. I cut my grass in the garden nearly all year round. If it didn't get stodgy, if the soil didn't get too soft, I'd cut it in the winter, but in December and that. But it gets a little bit too soft, so I can't. But you can cut your grass all year round. I used to love it when I worked on a golf course, cutting grass all year round. Yeah, a lot of people think you can't cut it in the winter, frost and all that. That's all rubbish, total rubbish. Anyway, trying to put this air filter on here. There we go. I'll turn it round so you can see it. Got a bit of a bad habit of facing things in directions where you can't see them. Now let's hope that this spare filter Let me get a knife. Let's hope. Now this is the one that was in it, as we saw in the first video. the foam that was in the filter, it had all gone. It had all perished and fallen apart, hadn't it? So, but it came with a new one. Now, nobody knows how old this new one is. It could have been bought as a spare back in 2004, or it could be, you know, it could have been bought at any point. Oh, that's a good foam. That is a good foam, pre-oiled. The one with the hole in it goes at the bottom, so that goes in first. Yep. That's great, that is fantastic. So I haven't got to fanny around trying to find a new foam for this filter. That's great. That really is great. Look at that. I love these air filters. They bring back good memories. Bring back bloody good memories. Look at that. Just look at it. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, I'm going to have to bring you in for a closer look because it's astonishing. There it is, look. That. Oh man, maybe, I wonder why, you know, I wonder why people, especially me for some reason, loves to bring, like, loves to keep old memories and old things, memories of old times. I don't know, it's funny, isn't it? Like, keep hold of the past, you know, that, you know, brilliant, absolutely great. Look at it. If I can be bothered one day, which I probably won't, I might put, because there's no shell for this 25, I might, because I've now in my possession at the moment, obviously the 25 is not mine, but I've got my 21, I've got my SS, which was the kit version of the Savage, in case you didn't know. You had the 21, which was the first one, come with the 21 BB engine in it, 2 gears, no reverse, pull start, and then you had the 25 come along. I can't remember if the SS was in between the 25 and the 21, or if the 25 and the SS come along together. But anyway, that was a ready to run, and the 25 was also a ready to run. Come with the 25 SS, or I think it was an SS. I can't remember if it's bloody SS or BB or 25 BB. The 21's 21 BB. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really care. Who cares? That had a roto start on it, a standard, and 2 gears, and didn't come with reverse as standard, but it was an upgraded bit that you could buy. And then the SS, and the SS was the kit version. You know, it come as a kit. The 25 and the 21 were ready to runs. SS was a kit, and you could pick what engine you want. Normally people pick the Hot Bodies engine, which I haven't got anymore. This come with the Hot Bodies engine. I can't remember if I sold it or swapped it now, but I gave it or sold it, swapped it, whatever happened, it went to somebody, it went to a subscriber. I genuinely can't remember the reason why now, but it went to a subscriber anyway. They wanted that engine, so I think it was a swap. But anyway, this has got a ZR32 engine in it now, and yeah, it's that's the kit version. So I might put them all side by side if I can be bothered, and we can have a look one day. And that one day being today. So there's the Savage 21, which has got the SS suspension on it. The 21 originally come with red springs, but I put the suspension from the SS on the 21 because I put, what did I put? I forget what that suspension's from now. It might be an XL or something. So anyway, this is the 21. It's got leak-in shocks. It's got the upgraded disc brake that I put on it. The gearbox bearings have had it. They fall apart. They've fallen apart. So I just tend to drive it forwards and see what happens. It's just a lovely, lovely truck. Was used every day when I was a kid, and You know, it held up to everything. It's great, absolutely fantastic. I did put a K4.6 engine in it at one point, but then recently in the last year, just for fun, I put the 21 BB back in it to put it back to a Savage 21, because I got a Savage with the ZR32 in it, which is quite powerful. So I put my 21 back to the 21. So the K4.6 engine is sitting on the shelf. Then we got the 25. This is the 25. They're pretty much identical. Probably could take the shells off of them more, I suppose. Can I be bothered to do that? Let me think. Okay, I'll do that. Alright, so the 21 was standard all of its life up until about 3 years ago, when obviously in adulthood I decided let's buy some parts for it. So I ended up buying this purple exhaust for some reason, and purple axles front and back for some reason, don't know why, but I did. Up until then, all it had was an air filter that was different, and the disc brake, as I bought with my pocket money when I was about 13 years old. So, you know, oh, and obviously the K4.6 I bought when I was about 20 years old. I went to a random model shop, Heath's RC Models, which is now shut, unfortunately, and they had K4.6 engines sitting in a display cabinet, no box or nothing, just sitting there. And I said, what's that? They said, that's a HPI K4.6. I said, I'll have it. And that was that, £120 that was. I remember it like it was yesterday. And it was a long time ago. Anyway, 25. This 25 turns out to be relatively standard, apart from the reverse and the metal double disc brakes. And obviously the suspension. But the 25s, look, they're all exactly the same. 21, 25, SS. Obviously this SS has got the, well, it's got quite a lot of different parts to it, but we all know the story about the SS, my SS. It would have came with the plastic axles and everything when it was new. It didn't come with the anodized axles and all that stuff, and the rear bumper and all of that. It didn't come with that. That's all upgraded parts. So yeah, 3 different Savages. What a bloody lovely, you know, they really did make a good car, and they still do, because they still make these brand new. And then of course you've got the electric version. This is the mini, yeah, XS Flux, Savage XS Flux. It's a mini version of the electric one. I did have the full size Flux about 2015, I think I bought that, but it was, personally I couldn't justify, it wasn't worth what it was costing, what it cost, you know, so I sold it after using it for about 3 times. But the mini one's pretty cool. We can put that in the boot of the car, kids can have some fun with that electric Savage. And then of course they made a petrol version, didn't they? The petrol Savage, the Savage Octane. In my opinion, this is absolutely brilliant. Why they didn't continue making it, I don't know. I think mainly it was because people who have no patience and didn't know how to use it complained about it, so they stopped making it. But it's an absolutely fantastic car. Yes, they had issues with the ignition system. It was stuffed in there in the first generation. The second generation, they moved it to here. This is a first generation car, but I put it there anyway. It's got a new ignition system on this one. I actually swapped this car for a twin engine hot bodies Lightning GTX2, and I thought this is great. Really is a fantastic car. Really, I can't get it into words. If you get the opportunity to own a Savage Octane, or any Savage for that matter, do it. Buy one. You can't buy these brand new anymore. If you can get one second hand, get it. If it's a decent price. People ask silly money for them these days. But if you can get yourself any Savage, get one. Yeah, because they're just great, man. They really, really are. 15cc petrol engine in these, and they're actually aeroplane engines modified slightly. God, it's just great. Anyway, you lot, I do read the comments. I know I don't reply to them all, but I do read, well, all of them that I know are there. If it comes up on the thing, when I go on the computer, if the comment comes up in the little list of comments, I'll read it. I might admit I don't go hunting for comments, but when I click on the little icon in the YouTube thing, all the comments on all the videos come up, and I'll read every single one of them. Might not reply to them all, but I'll read every single one. And as I say, 2 or 3 of you said, can we have a closer look at some Savages? Can we have a closer look at Savages? So there we go. That's all the Savages I've got at the moment. I had to bring the Octane here, especially for you, because I don't keep it here because I ain't got no space for it. Bring it here especially to show you lot. Anyway, there we go. 21, 25 SS Octane and an electric Savage. I know, it's mad, isn't it? As I say, if you get the opportunity to buy yourself a Savage, don't pay over the odds for it. Don't pay too much. A lot of people want a lot of money for them. I see second-hand Savages, 25s, 21s, going for, well, I suppose a 21 in really good condition is now considered probably vintage, to be fair. But I see people asking £800–900 for them. Don't pay that. If it's a used, you know, it's in used condition, a bit dirty, scuffed, things are broken on it, etc. £150, £200 maximum. Yeah, if it's a runner, that is, if everything's working. If it's a non-runner, it hasn't got radio gear or servos, or the engine's unknown or whatever, £100 max. But for that, you'll have yourself a fantastic car, trust me. And easy to work on, easy to drive, just great, really are. HPI really know what they're doing when it comes to Savages. Anyway, I'll see you a lot later on. All the best, take care. Cheerio.